In 2024, I decided to move by myself from England to Canada at the age of 31 to pursue a career driving 18-wheelers, and that's exactly what I did. If you're interested in doing the same, I created a 61-page ebook on how to move from England to Canada to drive trucks. You can access the ebook by typing in bit.ly/England to Canada, or you can click in the description box below. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon page. As a thank you for supporting the channel, patrons get access to early videos before they're released live on YouTube. They get a shout out at the end of each video and so much more. So check that out in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you think someone will enjoy my videos, please share it with them. And let's get into the video, guys.
When I turned 30, I decided to completely change my life. I quit my job, left everything behind, and moved by myself from England to Canada. Follow along with me as I embark on a new career as a truck driver and build a new life whilst trying to navigate through the highs and the lows of emigrating to a new country alone. My name is Jen and welcome to my channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are in Hamilton, Ontario. We're about to deliver some frozen cherries. We're just waiting for our doc, which is there. So as soon as he's done, it's our turn. As soon as we made our delivery, we're then gonna meet up with another driver, switch trailers with them, and take the load to South Carolina. So let's get this load delivered and we'll see what the day brings. Okay, so after a ridiculously long time backing in, took way longer than it should have, but the guy was really nice about it, so it's okay. We're finally about to get unloaded and then we will see where we're heading next. Okay, so we're having a little bit of a nightmare with the scales. We've done 2 ways and we are over on one or the other axle. So I think according to my calculations, we've got it right. So we're gonna weigh a 3rd time and hopefully we are in business. But it's already 6 p.m. We're about another, 20 minutes away from the border. So I'm hoping we can get this done in a decent time enough to cross and find somewhere to park, because it's been a long day and I think we're ready to call it a night. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed guys for this last reweigh. Okay, so we just scaled up for what will be the 3rd time and I'm really hoping that the scales are correct now. Oh my god, finally we are within the legal weight limits and we can carry on our journey to South Carolina. We're about 30 minutes away from the border at Buffalo. We're gonna cross there and then we have like a 12-hour journey to our destination in South Carolina, and we're going to be crossing several new states that I've never been to before, which is very exciting. So let's see what happens, you guys.
So because it's been about a week, I have to do my immunoglobulin infusion. So yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it in the truck, so let's see how it goes. And this is what I have to inject myself with, 2 needles once a week. So after a few hours driving, we decided to call it a night at the Pennsylvania Welcome Centre. Most rest areas have vending machines, restrooms, but welcome centres specifically usually have state signs, and I love going and taking a picture next to the state sign and marking all the states that I've been to in my truck. Okay, so this is where we stayed last night, at a rest area in Pennsylvania, and we have to go all the way up here. We're going to refuel in, is this West Virginia? No, that's still Pennsylvania. Then we're going to carry on up, keep heading up, and then we're going to hit a Love's in West Virginia, I believe, or Virginia. I get confused as to which one's which. We're going to take a shower there because boy do I need one, and then we're going to keep going up and up and up and up and up all the way until we get to our destination in South Carolina. We've got a long day of driving, so let's press on. Okay guys, so we just pulled up to the Virginia Welcome Centre because I want a picture with the sign, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at the sunset, such a nice evening.
Okay guys, so slight issue. On the clock we have 2 hours and 42 minutes left of drive time, which ideally I wanted to max out. However, we're getting closer and closer to Charlotte, North Carolina. Everywhere around here seems to just be so busy. Like, there's trucks everywhere. We just stopped at the Loves, there was no parking whatsoever, like it's just chaos. We're heading to a rest area 53 minutes away, so in 56 miles. It's already saying that's going to be busy, so I'm slightly nervous as to where we're going to park for the night. We're going to basically be missing out on 2 hours of driving time for tonight, but with us parking up earlier, so if we finish at like say 7 o'clock, we can then go on duty at 5, and then we've got like 4 hours more to drive, and we should get there around 9 o'clock say. So not as early as I wanted to get there, but it is what it is, and I think this is the smartest and safest choice. So we'll see in an hour how we get on at the rest area. Okay, so we found parking at a Pilot in, where are we? Wytheville, Virginia. Yes, we're about 3 hours and 40 minutes away from the delivery, which honestly isn't too bad. So it's now 6:38, so that's 7:38, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4:38 we can go back on duty. And then, so that will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, so if we leave at about 5 a.m, then we should be on track to get there as early as possible, so yeah.
So when we went inside the Pilot, we were fully prepared to pay for a shower because I didn't have any credits, but the lovely cashier decided to give us one for free. So that was so generous and very much needed because my fuel card no longer works at Pilot, so I couldn't just fuel up and get a free shower credit like I usually can at Loves, which is a shame. But obviously we had to park wherever we could find a space, and boy was it busy. So the next morning we decided to hit the road nice and early and continue on our journey to South Carolina. Finally arrived at our delivery in South Carolina. It felt like we've been driving forever because it took so long to get there, and I think that was probably one of the longest journeys I've ever done. It took me a little minute to back in because I was on the very end dock and there was a lot of stuff ahead of me, so I had to be super careful with how far forward I pulled up, but luckily my co-pilot and boyfriend Dan was with me, so he helped to guide me in and was just an extra pair of eyes, which was super duper helpful, and obviously he's an extra cameraman. Okay, we are done delivering our liquid wax, so we can turn off the reefer. Now we're just waiting to find out where we're going next, so we're going to head to a Pilot and grab some food. Once we got done with unloading there, we decided to go to a truck stop about 5 minutes down the road, park up and head out to grab a bite to eat whilst we waited to find out our reload information. So Dan decided to get a Sonic, he had a burger and a milkshake, and I may have stolen 1 or 2 of his fries, and I decided to head across the road to a place called Bojangles. They do sort of like southern fried chicken, and it was really, really good, but I don't think I got any footage of this. After we grabbed some food, we got our reload information through, which was in North Carolina, so we headed about 2 hours north. Okay, so we just got to our collection in North Carolina, and we're just waiting to get loaded now. We are about 40 minutes behind, but that wasn't really anybody's fault, and they kindly waited for me. So we're getting loaded with some kind of ink product, so it needs to stay warm. I don't think it can freeze, so the heater in the reefer is on. Then we're just bringing it straight back to the yard in Newmarket, so it's going to take us around 13.5 hours to get back, crossing at Buffalo again. But we have basically Saturday and Sunday to get back. So what's that divided by 2? 6.5 hours a day. So yeah, we're looking at about a 6.5 hour journey per day. Obviously with stops, we need to print our manifest, get weighed, all that fun stuff. It shouldn't be a bad trip home. So yeah, I will update you guys as and when we go. Collect these little trading card things on the back of the scale tickets, because I do. Let's see what this one is. Ta-da! And this one belongs to Dustin, who's been trucking for a long time. And it gives you a little bit of information on the back, so that's going in my collection. Let's see what this one is. Oh, isn't that the exact same oh, for God's sake. I thought we were going to get a new one. What's this one going to be? I do have this one already, but it's a purple cab over, which is cool because you don't see many cab overs in America or Canada. That's mostly a European style of truck, and it's all to do with, is it air, not Airstream, air efficiency, not Airstream, but the aerodynamicism.
Aerodynamics?
Yes. That's why they don't do long nose trucks in England, because the roads are too small and there isn't room, but they need long nose trucks in North America because they cover greater distances, whereas cab overs allow you to make sharper turns, but they're not as aerodynamic. The more you know. Okay, so after a long day of driving, we are tired, and I know I keep referring to we, and you're probably also wondering who my secondary camera person is. My awesome boyfriend Dan joined me on this trip. He's a little bit camera shy, which is why he's been behind the camera, but we are about to get an Uber into a place called Newton, North Carolina for some dinner. Let's go.
we've been driving for about 4 hours now. We're in West Virginia and we've just stopped off at this beautiful rest area to stretch our legs basically. I was in the zone, I was driving and I didn't really need to stop, but I felt like it was a good halfway point because we've got about another 4.5 hours to go. And the goal is to stay at the Native Pride truck stop in Irving, New York. I've driven past it a couple of times now and I would like to go in and see what it's like, because it looks like a smaller sort of Ma and Pa type truck stop and I always want to support those types of truck stops. So we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we'll be stopping around 7, so hopefully it won't be too busy then. But I'm just gonna have a look around this rest area, use the restroom, stretch my legs. I've made some soup to put in the thermos so that I can drink that on the way, and yeah, then we'll carry on. Okay guys, so we finally made it after like many hours of driving. I don't even know how many hours I've driven for today, but we maxed out our driving time with 37 minutes to spare, and we finally made it to the Native Pride truck stop in Irving, New York. And yeah, we're gonna go check out the truck stop. Guys, it is now Saturday, so we slept here at the Native Pride Travel Plaza last night and it was really interesting. It was a cool little place. It was nice and quiet here. So this morning we're gonna head back to the yard. We've got about just under a 4-hour drive, so I'm really glad that we did the majority of the drive yesterday and just finishing off the pre-trip, and then we're gonna head out of here. There is a little store down the road that I want to check out. It looks like a cowboy store, but it depends whether I can find anywhere to just park the truck. We're just gonna go in for 5 minutes and head on, but we'll see how we get on, so hopefully we can stop there. Wow, look at this guy. Oh, this is so cool.
Okay, so that store was incredible. It was so cool, and I actually ended up buying myself a little leather jacket. So very happy with my purchase. And yeah, let's head on back to Canada. By the MTO just past the border, and they wanted us to break the seal and open up the trailer, which we did, and everything seems fine. So the guy just said to park up a bit further to get the paperwork done, so that's what we're going to do right now. So we're just going to move up here. I'm imagining that's so that they can inspect other trucks if we just move out of the way. Oh, that was terrifying. I do not want to be inspected anytime soon again, because like, even though you know you've done nothing wrong, it, like, you still feel nervous, like, what if there's accidentally cocaine in my trailer? Thank you very much. Yeah. Wonderful. Cool. That was my first ever inspection. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Yes. Oh gosh, sorry. Thanks, buddy. Take care, bye. Nearly dropped all my paperwork. Okay, put this back in here, and we're good to go. Okay, everybody, so we made it back to the yard. Yeah, we just made it back to the yard about 3 hours later, and yeah, it was a fairly straight run back, to be honest. Just the usual traffic on the 401, so I didn't think that was worth recording. But we're basically back at the yard, and we're going to drop our trailer, and one of our other drivers is going to collect it and deliver it in Brampton tomorrow, and I can go home. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If I don't film anything, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon page. The link is in the description below. And if you're thinking of moving from England to Canada to drive trucks like I did, I have created a 61-page ebook that can help you do the same and follow in my footsteps. So again, link in the description. You can download it on Etsy for, I believe, $19.99 plus tax. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you very much. See you on the next one. Bye! This is Higgy, one of our other drivers, and he very kindly offered to fuel my reefer for me. And a massive thank you to our wonderful patrons Viv, Ian, Gilly, Melody, Brian, Dodgy You, Michael, Peter, Lee, Richard, Kevin, Angelique, Jonathan, D. Hodges, Bernadette, Dave, Paul K, Raymond and Jim Dean. Thank you guys.